Hello my dear students, let us discuss some terminologies which were used in shear strength topic. Let us see what is this consolidated, normally consolidated and pre-consolidated soil. I have used that terminology like NC and OC, PC while explaining the graph of shear strength. Soil deposits may be divided into three classes as regards to the consolidation history: pre-consolidated, normally consolidated and under-consolidated. Mainly three types: pre-consolidated, normally consolidated and under-consolidated. A clay is said to be pre-compressed or pre-consolidated or over-consolidated if it has ever been subjected to a pressure in excess of its present overburden pressure. Okay, means if it is over consolidated means it has ever been subjected to a pressure in excess of the present overburden pressure. The temporary overburden pressure to which a soil has been subjected and under which it got consolidated is known as pre-consolidation pressure. Okay. A soil may have been pre-consolidated during the geologic past by the weight of an ice sheet or glacier which has melted away, or by other geologic overburden and structural load which no longer exists now. A normally consolidated soil is the one which has never been subjected to an effective pressure greater than the existing overburden pressure and which is also completely consolidated by the existing overburden. A soil which is not fully consolidated under the existing overburden pressure is called under-consolidated soil. Okay, so mainly it is divided under three categories: normally consolidated soil and over-consolidated soil and pre-consolidation soil or pre-consolidation pressure. A normally consolidated soil is one which had not been subjected to a pressure greater than the present existing pressure. Over-consolidated soil is when a soil is said to be over-consolidated if had been subjected in the past to a pressure in excess of the present pressure. Normally consolidated soils and over-consolidated soils are not different types of soils, but these are the condition in which a soil exists. Pre-consolidation pressure means the maximum pressure to which an over-consolidated soil had been subjected in the past is known as pre-consolidation pressure or over-consolidation pressure. When a soil specimen is taken from the natural deposit, the weight of the overlying material is removed. This causes an expansion of the soil due to reduction in pressure. Thus, the specimen is generally pre-consolidated. These are about the normal consolidated, over-consolidated and pre-consolidated soil. Let us see some terms of sensitivity, thixotrophy and activity of the clays. Sensitivity, this is cohesive when the cohesive soils upon remolding lose a part of shear strength. Okay, the loss of strength of clay soils from remolding is caused primarily by the destruction of the clay particle structure that was developed during the original process of sedimentation and also disturbance to water molecules in adsorbed water. Sensitivity is the measure of loss of strength and remolding. Sensitivity is defined as the ratio of unconfined compressive strength of clay in undisturbed state to unconfined compressive strength of the same clay in remolded state or disturbed state at unaltered water content. So, it is given by this formula: QU undisturbed divided by QU remolded, or it can also be you can write tau F undisturbed divided by tau F remolded. Okay, or you can write in terms of Cu also, Cu undisturbed divided by Cu remolded. So, when undisturbed saturated clays are disturbed or remolded without changing water content, they lose part of their shear strength. This phenomena is referred to as sensitivity. The degree of sensitivity is given by the ratio of undisturbed shear strength to the remolded shear strength under undried condition. Okay, the sensitivity of the clays is found to vary from 1 to over 100. Okay, a typical classification is as given in the table. If it is less than 1, insensitive, or in some places it is given less than 2 also insensitive, then 1 to 2 slightly sensitive, 2 to 4 medium sensitive, and 4 to 8 very sensitive, and 8 to 16 slightly quick, 16 to 32 medium quick, and 30 to 64 very quick, and more than 64 it is extra quick. Okay, so this actually this is still now this is enough, means if it is less than 2 then it is insensitive, and if it is 2 to 4 medium sensitive, then 4 to 8 sensitive, 8 to 16 is extra sensitive, and greater than 16 is quick. Like that also you can classify. Next we'll see what is thixotrophy of clays. When clays with flocculant structure loss strength due to disturbance or remolding. Loss of strength is partly due to permanent destruction of structure and reorientation of molecules in adsorbed layer. Strength loss with the destruction of structure cannot recovered with time. However, remolded soil left undisturbed at same water content regain part of strength due to gradual reorientation of adsorbed molecules of water. This phenomena of strength loss, strength gain with no change in volume of or water content is called thixotropy. It is from Greek word thix meaning touch and tropin meaning change. So this may also be said to be a process of softening caused by remolding, followed by a time-dependent return to the original harder state. Higher the sensitivity, larger thixotropic hardening, and so what you can say is, if a remolded soil is allowed to rest without change in water content, it regains a part of the lost shear strength. So that phenomena is called as a thixotropy. Okay, and then we'll see what is activity of clays, that is A. Here activity is defined as the ratio of plasticity index to the percentage of clay size. There are three types of clay minerals: illite, kyanite and montmorillonite. So here clay minerals with the kyanite, a stable clay mineral, will have low activity, whereas those soil with montmorillonite, known to be a type subject to large volume changes depending on available water, will have a high activity value. So activity has been used as an index property to determine the swelling potential of expansive clays. So this is the classification of the soil based on activity. If it is more than 7.75, then it is inactive. It is less than 0.75 inactive, 0.75 to 1.25 normal, more than 1.25 active. Then angle of repose, when a cohesionless soil is poured from a small height, it forms a heap. The angle between the sloping side of heap and horizontal is referred to as angle of repose. Okay, this is nothing but the angle between the sloping side of the heap and horizontal. The angle of repose will be nearly equal to phi, that is nothing but the angle of shearing resistance obtained from shear test on the same cohesionless soil in loose state. It is almost same, nearly equal to same. Angle of repose is equal to angle of shearing resistance on the same cohesionless soil. Okay, it is nothing but the angle between the sloping side of the heap and horizontal. Then liquefaction. Soil liquefaction occurs when a saturated or partially saturated soil substantially loses strength and stiffness in response to an applied stress, such as shaking during an earthquake or other sudden change in stress condition, in which material that is ordinarily a solid behaves like a liquid. Means it is the property of the soil which behaves like a liquid. The phenomena of most often observed in saturated and loose sandy soil. This is observed mainly in saturated and loose sandy soils. This is because a loose land has a tendency to compress when a load is applied. It is nothing but, what you can say is it is a phenomena which can saturated in loose deposits of saturated fine corrosionless soils. If a saturated fine sand deposit is subjected to a sudden disturbance as caused by the vibrations of heavy machinery, blasting or earthquake, rapid decrease in volume takes place and the pore pressure may increase to such an extent that effective stresses become zero, leading to complete loss of shear strength. The soil at this stage behaves like a liquid and this phenomena is known as liquefaction. I hope all of you understood this topic. If you have any difficulty, we can discuss. Thank you.